up by Carter Snell. Snell dishes it deep into Southeast zone. Jenkinson tried to pick it up with a foot kick, but unable to, and Southeast goalie grabs it with his catcher. And we'll have another face-off over to the left of the Southeast goalie. Both teams desperately trying to put one in, trying to get out of this tie. Neither team wants to give up the 2 points. Southeast wins the draw again, pushes it up the boards, intercepted by Nantucket. Southeast regains possession. Now trying to make it, and they're going to pull another icing call as Southeast inadvertently dumps it in from, again, behind the red line, causing another icing. Everybody trying so hard to make something happen, just forgetting a little bit of the essentials here. We'll try it again as Austin Starr steps back up to the face-off dot. Starr pulls it back over. There's a Southeast player there, picks it off. Bounces back in a little deeper, but Kelsey tries to keep it in. Unfortunately, did not. Bounced over his stick, so he'll have an offsides. But that'll give Nantucket an opportunity to get a line change. Oh, and we have a penalty. Excuse me. Didn't pick up on that. We have a Southeast player being called for slashing. I thought it was an offsides call when they called the stoppage of play, but it was a penalty. Nantucket calling a timeout to discuss their strategy now and what they're going to do. So we'll see what happens. It must have been behind the play where I was not focused on it because I didn't see the penalty itself, but nonetheless, Southeastern finds himself down a player now with 3:39 left in the third period. Nantucket can put something together here and hopefully get this power play to count so they can get up on Southeastern here and walk out of here with a win. This game holding a lot of weight right now in the Mayflower League. Southeast and Nantucket both vying for the top dog spot in the league. I know Nantucket holding position at #1 right now. However, Nantucket has played more league games right now than Southeast has. Southeast overall in the standings, I believe, is in the top 5 in the South standings based upon their winning percentage. And as far as the Mayflower League goes, they're still behind. So games like this are vital. Ties are no good. You don't want to be giving away a point when you have the opportunity to walk out of here with 2. They say a tie is not a loss, but a tie is not as good as a win, as they say. So let's see what we got going here. Nantucket immediately. Starr on the draw, tries a shot immediately on goal. Now feeds it over to Lester, who dishes it up to Snell. Ripping a shot from the point. And hitting the Southeast goalie right in the emblem on his sweater. Causing another face-off. Seems like Nantucket's trying to work it up to the point to try to get some action up at the points and some screen action going on the goalie. Let's see what happens here. They try to get it up. Carter Snell playing a little soccer, kicks it back in. Starr able to keep it in the zone. Jenkinson tried to, but unable to. Is able to bring it back out. Dishes it over to Phi on D. Dishes it down deep again to Jenkinson. Up top, Snell again with a boot. Ethan Phi able to keep it in on the far side, but loses possession of it as Southeast fires it out into Carter Snell's glove. Snell drawing it all the way back in behind his goal now, trying to break it out. Southeast takes immediate possession of it as his pass goes wide, and he'll have another chance to do it again. Snell trying to connect, gets pucked. Ooh, picked off by Southeast, almost a very dangerous turnover there in our own zone. Nantucket now still trying to put something together here on their power play, but after 1 minute and 10 seconds, they haven't really been able to do too much. We've got 15 seconds left on their power play as Ethan Phi breaks it down the left side, poking it around. One of the Southeast players brings it behind their net, looking for somebody that's open for Nantucket, but can't find anyone. Throws a little sauce over to Jenkins, and he rips a shot. Oh, and it's deflected over across the front of the goal. Back to Ethan Fye. We're at full strength now as Fye tries a shot on net, but blocked by Southeast. Southeast now trying to work it up their boards. It's deflected out into the neutral zone. Jenkinson regains control and goes in with him and Lester, but are unable to put anything together. Comes back out to Snell, dishes it over to Kelsey. Kelsey does a quick up to Simon Johnson, who's picked off. Southeast able to fire it back up. And now Lester coming down the right side with Simon Johnson in support. Dumps it back to young Fye, and fires it over the goal. That was about 26 inches lower. He might have had a chance. Now Kelsey chasing it down. We're down to 1:18 seconds. We get an icing call against Southeast, so we're going to bring it all the way back down again. Nantucket desperately trying to put something together here to get one more goal to put this thing in the bag. The clock right now is their enemy. 1:18 left. Gavin Fye at the dot. Trying to win it back here so we can at least get some shots on goal, I would imagine. Southeast takes it and dumps it right up the middle through the neutral zone. It's a foot race. Yeah, the Southeast player runs right into the goalie, knocking him out of the crease. No call on that. Now we got Nantucket trying to come up the middle, broken up by Southeast. Southeast dumps it in again. Matty Davidson gains possession behind, dishes it over to Keith Johnson. Keith Johnson comes up the middle through the Nantucket zone, fishes it up, deflects off of young Fye's stick and bounces around. Matty Davidson taking possession, trying to work it up through the neutral zone. Missed a connection with Carter Snell. Now Southeast trying, was picked off by Snell. Oh, that was well offsides, but Simon Johnson able to get a shot off on goal. The referee not in position to see that, but he was about a leg and a half offsides when that went in. So we got another face-off in the Southeast zone with 31 seconds left. Nantucket taking the draw. Austin Starr, unfortunately, lost possession of it at the dot. Regained now by Jenkinson from the dot. Fires, misses wide to the left of the Southeast goalie. Southeast trying to put something together, can't. Lester holding strong against Southeast. Southeast trying to work it. Southeast now reverses direction, trying to get it through. Natty Davidson picks him, coming down 3-on-1. Oh, and he takes a shot and off of the leg pad of Southeast. And there we have it. 3-3. Nantucket versus Southeast here tonight. That one might show up later in the books, folks. Unfortunately, Nantucket was able to regain at least a tie out of it, so we'll see what happens from this point on. Hope you had fun. We did. Enjoy it, and have a good night.